My guest on the Culture Crawl today is Casey Wortman. Casey runs an art gallery in Anamosa, but you're here as a representative of the Iowa Cultural Corridor Alliance, ICCA, to talk about upcoming events up and down the corridor. Casey, welcome to KCCK.
Thanks.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you here. Now you have some things going on in Anamosa that I know are on your list too. But you picked Halloween spooky themed activities happening over this weekend and next week, which is very timely for this time of year.
It is.
So what do we have at the top of the list?
Well, the first thing that I have is the 4th Annual Lisbon Mount Vernon Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. Excuse me. And that is tonight and tomorrow night. It begins at 6 p.m. It starts out at Lisbon Public Library, and you have 8 suspects, and you have to figure out who the murderer is. This fundraiser is to benefit Lisbon History Center, Lisbon Public Library, and Southeast Lynn County Lynn Community Center. Tickets are $25, and you can get them at the Lisbon Public Library or CarePro Pharmacy in Mount Vernon.
Okay, but don't dawdle because it's tonight.
It is tonight, right.
All right, that covers the community of Lisbon and Mount Vernon. What else? You picked out something pretty much for every place around the region. I like that. So there's, wherever you are, it's a short drive to some Halloween activities.
We have a night at Usher's Scary Haunted Village Tour. That is tomorrow night at 10 p.m. at Usher's Ferry Historic Village. If you like haunted houses, this is the place to go because there's all sorts of scary stuff.
And it's not just a haunted house, it's a whole haunted town.
It is.
There at Usher's Ferry.
Right.
And of course, because it's a rustic scene, but that also means not a lot of electric lights and no power lines and things like that. That could be. I never thought about that. That could be really spooky.
Cost for that is $13, and I just saw that it's tonight too. So it's tonight and tomorrow night. We also have spooky tubas. Saturday, October 25th, 1 to 1:45 at the Coralville Public Library. They're having special family story time featuring spooky tubas. Costumed guests from the University of Iowa Collegium Tubum will perform with their tubas. Costume the whole family and enjoy the spectacular event, or spooktacular
I know
event.
several tuba players, and they're spooky on any day of the year.
This event is free to the public, too.
And that's at the Coralville Library, right?
Correct.
Okay, what else you got?
I've got a Monster Mash celebration tomorrow from 10 to 6 p.m. At the Iowa Children's Museum. Ghosts, goblins, princesses, and pirates. Join us for a Saturday of fun where costumes are encouraged and trick-or-treating is all about play. With tons of spooky surprises, you'll have a frightfully good time at the Iowa Children's Museum Spooktacular Monster Mash celebration. Admission is free, and you just show up.
Okay, don't have to call ahead or anything. And
Nope.
Last but not least, I think you were telling me off mic about the things that you have going on in Anamosa with your haunted house. Tell me about that.
Correct. We have the Temple Haunted House. It is at 136 East Main, and it's in the old Masonic Temple. It's 3 floors of horror. We have partnered with starlighters, actors and actresses.
Oh, and they don't know anything about costumes or acting or makeup or anything like that. Yeah, they wouldn't go to town on this at all.
Yeah, so it is a lot of fun. We have all sorts of scenes. We have the Wizard of Oz scene. We have a Pink Floyd Teacher Leave Those Kids Alone scene. we have just a whole lot of fun stuff. We have Sweeney Todd with Larry Mann, who is a really good actor, and it's really fun. But it is tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night. Tonight and tomorrow night, it is from 8 to midnight, and then Sunday, it's from 8 to 10. We do have a kids friendly one that we do with the lights on from 7 to 8 on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Excellent.
So cost for that is $10 a person, and I guarantee it's really good. It's a lot of creativity on 3 floors.
And I'll bet that that former Masonic Temple building is architecturally kind of interesting, too.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Talking with Casey Wortman from the Iowa Cultural Corridor Alliance, ICCA, about some Halloween activities. But before we go, your art galleries has been open just a year or two, right?
Well, July of 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how's that going?
It's going good. We do after-school programs for kids. We do Veni Van Vino, which is a lot of fun, where you just bring your bottle of wine and we all paint together for 2.5 hours, and you walk out with a masterpiece at the end. And we have 22 artists. They're all Jones County artists, and we also have 15 crafters and vendors. It's 2 buildings, and so there's a whole lot of representation there. Anyways, but we're having fun. We're starting to do kids' birthday parties and private parties. We've done a lot of private Veni Van Vino parties too. So,
if people want to find out more, do you have a website?
You can look for me on Facebook, or, well, just look for Thou Art Gallery in Anamosa on Facebook. And the number there is 319-462-3094.
And, of course, all the events that we've talked about with the Halloween theme all up and down the corridor are a part of culturalcorridor.org. So if you'd like any more information on any of the things that we've talked about, you can find them there. Casey, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.